What if I told you this telescope is under $500 and delivers seriously clean images? Today I am using the SVBONY 503 80mm refractor with a focal length of 560 millimeters and a focal radio of f7. At an affordable price, this setup delivers sharp, round stars across the frame, stays lightweight, and is easy to balance. It works great for wide field, nebulous galaxies, star clusters. It's a solid, flexible setup that performs with and without the reducer, making it a great choice for astrophotography and also to observe at any level. Well, for the SVBONY 503, I am going to use ZWO 1600 Pro camera, ZWO filter wheel, and all of the filters are Optolong filters, and those are red, green, and blue, luminance, Optolong, and I also have the Optolong L Pro luminance as a second luminance for this year. I am also using a brand new Skywatcher mount. This is one that I've been looking for to test and use it. Finally, I got it, and this is Skywatcher EQ55i, which is pretty portable. Also using the ZWO guide camera. This one is the mini 120 millimeters. And for even an easier setup, I am using the SIR Pro. So the next step, it's one that it's always a little bit complicated. You have to do a little bit of research on, depending on the camera, depending on the filter wheel, and any other attachment that you're going to have, such as the flattener, as I am going to install the SVBONY photo reducer flattener. So we have to consider this part too. All of this is going to add to that back focus. So we have to calculate this very well, because even 1 millimeter, maybe less, can make a big difference, as the stars are not going to look as good. I have available some promo codes. If you're interested on purchasing any of their products, they do have a lot of gear from the refractors, cameras, power boxes, the flatteners, the reducers. Be sure to check on the description, the promo codes, and you will get a discount using my Astro-Nerd promo code. This is something that's very difficult, but once you have it, you have it. So I have the camera. The filter wheel is adding 20 millimeters. The sensor from the camera depth, it's 6.5, okay? So that's something that I'm not going to measure, but that's 26.5 millimeters. And then I added a 16.5 spacer and 11 spacer here, which is the one that I may have a little bit of doubts right now. And then that will be a total of 25.5 plus 26.5. That is approximately the 55 millimeters. But at least I want to have the initial setup with the SIR camera, which was the next problem. The next adventure. I haven't done cable management because I am not sure yet. So I'm just going to try like this to be sure that everything works. Polar line, how the telescope looks for the first time. Please don't go hard on me over spaghetti bowl cables, because it will be nice. So right now it's heavy. Let's see. Let me just move it a little bit forward. Heavy. Okay. Maybe it needs to go the other way. Okay. I'm going to try the second dumbbell. The second dumbbell made the big difference. I was able to balance, and I also moved the telescope forward to avoid collisions with the mount. Finally made it. I just need some little adjustments on the air. The mount is actually tracking very good, and I think the telescope, I got it relatively in focus, so that's good too. Another great feature of this refractor is the focusing extender that gives your camera that extra focus travel so it can reach sharp focus when using accessories like the reducers, the flatteners, or filter wheels. This is not going to change the magnification or image quality. As you know, focusing is very hard sometimes, and this refractor was so easy. I can compare it, believe it or not, with my Rasa 11 on the focusing. It has a sturdy 2-inch rack and pinion focuser with 1/10 fine control for accurate focusing adjustments. It made a huge difference. This imaging session was made right before the big winter storm that we all experience here in the country. So I was able to immediately find star cluster, which is one of my favorites. This is the owl cluster. And as you can see, I was able to reach focusing pretty quick, and the stars are looking good. The big stars, you can see some elongated stars on the back, but that it's because I was not guiding. I couldn't get that set up ready as I was in a hurry trying to do this imaging session. But in the end, I was able to capture the owl cluster very nicely. And stay tuned for my upcoming videos with all the details on these imaging sessions. Right after the owl cluster, I decided to go and do the double cluster NGC 869, and for my surprise, everything was still in focus. Everything looked good. So this was the one that I used to sync the telescope to go into M31, the Andromeda Galaxy, which it was the ultimate goal, as I needed to capture something quick before all this bad weather was coming. And why not the Andromeda Galaxy? The mount worked great, and for my surprise, I got it on the first try. What are the odds of that? Pretty much the whole setup is new gear, but look how beautiful the Andromeda Galaxy looked. And I was able to do 1 hour of each filter, red, green, and blue, using my Optolong filters. And also I did 1 hour using the Optolong L Pro filter as the luminance. And I want to show you real quick some of the results on PixInsight and how great the stars look for such a small and very affordable telescope. Okay, so the calibration process was finished. It took forever. Now we are taking a look here at the blue. They're all pretty similar. I got a lot of red. That I did not lose a single frame, just 4 frames in one of the processes of alignment. That's a good thing. That's a good thing on the camera. That's a good thing on the refractor. And of course, you know, it was a good night. It's time to see my first RGB combination. And this is without the luminance. So take a look. And ta-da! This looks about right. The luminance. That's not bad at all. Looking for chromatic variation. This is very interesting.